And your name is?
Joe Taylor.
And your occupation?
Goat herder, bowron maker and telephone psychic.
And your chosen subject?
A Duffy Circus, 1999 to 2005.
Otherwise known as?
The Tribunals.
Joe Taylor, you have 10 questions on Tribunal starting now. How did George Redmond occupy himself during his lunch breaks at the Planning Tribunal?
Going around borrowing mobile telephone calls to phone home to see if there was any letters there from.
And otherwise?
Eating his dinner.
Otherwise?
Going out to the cafe just outside the Dublin Castle to see if there was any free lunches.
Otherwise?
Reading P.D. James.
Doing press-ups. Who said the following: I was a politician from the time I got up in the morning until I went to bed at night?
Well, that would be the man with the walking round in the trousers money, Mr. Ray Burke himself.
What was Ray Burke in the period after he went to bed at night till the time he got up in the morning?
He was a sleeping politician, and let sleeping politicians lie. And he did lie.
I came here to the tribunal to get the truth, warts and all. And if I did wrong, I'm ready to take my place in the queue to pay for it.
And it'll all come out in the washing now, it's Mr. James Gogarty. It'll all come out in the washing, so it will. Warts and all, Mr. James Gogarty, R.I.P.
Correct. It was a sword of Damocles, and in a way I buried it. I lived with that sword over my head, and it obviously has ruined my life. That was a quote from one of the witnesses. Who was it, and when did he say it?
That was Frank Dunlop, having been confronted with the idea that having been confronted with the evidence that he had an account in the bank in Rathfarnham. It was an account that didn't have a checkbook. There was something unusual about it, to quote Justice Fergus Flood.
Very impressive, but wrong. It was George Redmond. George Redmond on the payments he received 18th of May 2000.
Well, he was also practicing ventriloquism because he had Frank Dunlop say it as well. No, go on, sorry.
Joe Taylor, what was the name of the Danish witness at the Moriarty Tribunal?
I think it was Anderson, I think it was, yes. He's the guy who refused to come over. Larup Anderson or something like that, I'm not quite sure.
And who was your favourite witness at all of the tribunals that you've attended over the years?
My favourite witness? It had to be Bat O'Shea. The Bat O'Shea came flying out. He said, did you give money to George Redmond? Oh, I did. I gave him £200 once and I told him buy golf balls. Jesus, you're playing a game of golf with him and he lost the ball. He spent the whole day looking for it. He went into the rough. You'll never finish a game with him.